Good day and welcome to my office. Well, this past weekend saw a momentous part in British sporting history. The fact that for the first time in 77 years a British man has won Wimbledon. Now it's true that Virginia Wade, a lady, won Wimbledon for Britain about 20-30 years ago. But there's been a lot of expectation and build-up over the past 5-10 years to try and get a British man at the top there. Now, Andy Murray, how he did this is a great story of self-determination and self-improvement, self-determination. And self-belief. For anybody that watched that last point of the game, Andy almost lost it time and time again, but he kept on pulling back until finally he did it and he won. Now, he did this through having a great coach, Ivan Lendl, over the past 18 months or so, developing his self-belief. Now, one way to develop your self-belief is by, training your own mind. And one of the best books, one of the best things ever to help you train your own mind is a book called Psycho-cybernetics by Maxwell Maltz. Now, Maxwell, he was a plastic surgeon originally. And so many people would come to him saying that the reason they were failing in life was because of some hideous disfigurement that they imagined they'd have. They thought their ears were too big or their nose was misshapen. And he'd say, no, look, he'd actually show them pictures of their nose and show them pictures of people, that were thought to be good looking and say, look, your ears, your eyes, you look absolutely fine. There's nothing wrong with you. But people had such a distorted self-image of themselves that they thought this was their problem. And it was only once they'd had some surgery that things got on and they got better. Some people, he also noticed, didn't even believe they'd had the surgery, though, when they'd woken up. They said, no, it looks exactly the same. And you'd actually have to show them before and after pictures, because their own image was so distorted they couldn't really see what was actually there. So over time, Maxwell developed a lot of psychological techniques and tricks to try and, get people out of having unneeded plastic surgery. And he developed a real reputation, and when his book sold millions and millions of copies, and a lot of very successful people put down their success to actually having read this book. Like Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill, Psycho-cybernetics by Maxwell Maltz is a classic, and many of the top people in the world have read it. Now, one thing he asked people to develop is the daily dozen attitudes. And I'll just share the first three with you here. The first one is truth. Truth about yourself. So many people, as I said, have a distorted image of themselves. What you need to do is you need to see yourself more in your best moments than your worst. Always keep your best moments up there. And one way to do this is, number 2, cultivate your imagination. Now, just like a field will go to waste if you don't cultivate it, so does your imagination. And what you need to do is you need to build up your success images so they blot out your failure images and your failure shots. And finally, relax. Relax. There's no point in worrying. Worrying is a waste of life and time. Now, I'm not saying don't prepare. What I'm saying is don't spend your energy just in that constant state of frustration and worry. There's no point. Use the energy, prepare something, do something. Or, get on with something that you can get on and you can change, instead of worrying about things that you can't change, or, as is proven most of the time, worrying about things that never actually turn out to be true, and they never happen. So relax. I'll post a link to a blog post where I put up the rest of the Daily Dozen, or you could just go and read the book, Psycho-cybernetics by Maxwell Maltz. Bye for now. Have a great day.